I don't know if it seems weird to you, but it definitely seems weird to me that, and it's a strong word to use, but I guess I'm afraid, but not really fear. I find it stranger and almost I'm more fearful of sitting in a room talking to a camera than I am standing up in front of hundreds of people I've never met in my life before and talking to them. I'm more afraid than I am of skating in front of crowds of 100, 200, 50,000, whatever, falling on my face in front of them, than I am sitting here talking to you. So that's what this video is actually about. It's about me trying to get over an unusual fear, something that I don't really understand. I can't really feel it or describe it, but it's definitely there. And also to run through with you that same thing that you might be going through and tell you how you get over that too. In this world, I'm the king of pre-crastination. Not procrastination, but pre-crastination. Pre-crastination happens way before procrastination ever happens. I don't really understand how I got here. But I spend too much time preparing, writing scripts, writing the content out for what I'm going to put into a course and designing the website and doing the blog and doing this, that, and the other. And understand that I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I first got into this side of internet marketing in 2014 when I discovered Pat Flynn and Smart Passive Income. And since then, and that's 7 years ago because it's 2021 right now, I have built 0 businesses. I've bought computers, I have a studio, I have backdrops, shelves with things on them like this here. I have lighting, I have all that stuff, and I have all the equipment I could possibly need. And I know that I can help people. I know that I can really do good things. So today, this is where this all begins. For real this time. No more fucking around. No more playing games. This time, I'm starting today. And I'm no longer gonna procrastinate. Start something and then quit far before I get anywhere near halfway through. So if you're watching today, this is day 1 for at least me sitting in a room filming, talking to you. And it feels a little bit weird. The thing that kind of led me to this moment today is I kind of just realized something about a few days ago. I had, shamefully I will admit that and there's no shame in this, what I'm saying is I feel ashamed now because I downloaded a course or paid for a video course. And as I was working through the course, I realized at some point that I knew more than the guy that was teaching the course about the subject that he was teaching. And it was about marketing and affiliate marketing and how to build funnels and all this kind of stuff. And I suddenly realized, what on earth am I doing watching this course? Because all I'm doing right now is watching this guy make money. This guy's helping people. This is what I've always wanted to do for so long. But all I've done is sit here and procrastinate for years. It's not that I'm not a confident person. I'm extremely confident. I mean, you can literally put me anywhere. I could walk into any place. I don't know anybody, new people, new neighbors, a new bar, a new city, a new entire country, and I will be immediately able to make friends, to be liked by people, put myself out there, I used to be a pro skater, so I've skated half pipe literally in front of 10s, 20s, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 people, fallen on my face and done all that. I used to run a big airsoft park. I used to stand up in front of hundreds of people a day and that I've never met and read out the game briefs and read the rules to the park and do all those kind of things. What the hell am I afraid of a camera for? It makes no sense to me. Before I made this video today, I told myself today that I was going to make a video. When I came in this room to film this video, I sat here and decided, okay, what am I going to film? And then I sat to start writing more, write more stuff about what I'm going to film, or this, that, and the other. So if this sounds like me rambling and talking a whole bunch of crap, I apologize, sort of. But this is me taking the first step. This is me taking the very, very first step on the journey that I need to take and should have taken a long time ago, but didn't. So what was I afraid of exactly? It wasn't the fear of failing. I've failed hundreds of thousands of times, broken bones, failed, tried things, failed, learned them, so on, hundreds of times. I'm not afraid of fear. I wasn't afraid of looking stupid either. I mean, to be completely honest, we're all stupid almost all the time, and I've never been afraid of looking stupid or asking weird questions or making sure I understand something or any of those things. The biggest fear of me sitting here and doing this is the fear of the unknown. Not knowing what's out there, not knowing who I'm talking to, I guess. Makes no sense, right? Sounds really dumb. But if you understand any of these things, maybe you get it. And hopefully by me going through this, it might help you too. My point is, I've got a story to tell. And I've got lots of things to share and lots of things that I know can help other people improve their lives. I think it's incredibly selfish of me to sit here and cry about my issues or my stupid little fears and weird things that are going on in the back of my head, when in reality out there are people that could really honestly need my story, my advice, my experiences, and me sharing with you what I've gone through and what helped me and how I got out of certain things. I'm not a life coach. I'm not an expert. I'm not a millionaire. But I did come from a very dark place as a kid. I came from very extreme poverty and I've been successful in several different ways. And from the environment that I grew up in and the places I've been throughout my life, the life that I live right now is luxurious. It's awesome. I'm living something that I would never have dreamed of as a kid. And I've gone through a lot. And all of the things that I've gone through, I know could be helpful to someone who's stuck in some place, somewhere out there, that would love to be in my shoes right now. Whether this ever makes me a millionaire or gets me anywhere bigger than this is of absolutely not really much importance to me at all. What I want to do is get out there, show that kid who's in their 20s, who's really hating their life and feels like they have absolutely nothing going for themselves, that they can get out, that there are ways, that there are things that you can do, and that no matter what kind of education you might have, let's put that out there. I left school, full-time education at 15 years old. I came from the poorest background you could ever imagine. If I can do it and sit and have six-figure jobs with people that have university degrees and sit right next to them and be better than them at what they do, and anybody can. But that's a story for another day. If I don't get this out there, I just think that there could be someone out there that might miss out. And that one kid, 2 kids, 10 kids, whoever they might be, even grown adults in your 40s and 30s, you might think that your life is done. If I don't tell you and show you and help your mind and show you that life is just going to be so much better and can be, even if it just stays the same, but you could cope with it better, I just think maybe I'd feel a little guilty about that. So this is my day. This is my first day, day 1. This is me putting myself out there. Getting out into the online world. At this point, don't care if anyone's listening, but I'm taking the first step. This is it. It's out now, right? No more hiding. Now, I did promise or mention during this video that I would do something that would be able to help somebody that perhaps is thinking about taking their first step. And maybe you were also procrastinating. Maybe you didn't do it for 7 years, but maybe you need to take that first step. And so I want to run through a few things you can try that might actually help you get there. And let's do that. See how that works for you. Okay, the first thing is time starts now. Time starts today. This moment that you're sitting in right now, this is the only moment that you actually have. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet. The only moment you ever have perpetually is the moment that you're in. So worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow or thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow certainly doesn't matter. And the other thing is this. If you keep telling yourself that you'll do this tomorrow and you'll really do this tomorrow, you won't. Time starts now. So if you really want to start, you have to just pick it up and start. And even if you don't know what to say or what to do, this video should be a pretty good example of someone who doesn't know what to say and doesn't know what to do, who's doing it anyway. I'm doing it for me because I need to learn how to do this so I can then help, assist, talk to, and be there for others. So you have to take that first step. I want you to ask yourself too this question. This question should be really important to you. If you don't do this today, in 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years, where will you be? Then I want you to ask yourself the question of, if you do start today, and you do it every day, or every other day, as much as possible, then where would you be in 6 months? Sorry, let's start again. Where would you be in 6 weeks, 6 months, and 6 years? Where you started today and you did it now, the place will be different. When you don't, and you say tomorrow is going to be the same as today, because tomorrow you'll never get here. So consider that, but ask yourself, would you rather start now and be somewhere in 6 weeks? Or would you rather be nowhere in 6 weeks, telling yourself, kicking yourself like I did for 7 years, telling yourself, why the hell haven't I done this? And I can tell you right now which one would be better. I wish I had actually just picked up the phone and started 6 years ago or 7 years ago. And I wouldn't be sitting here today doing my first video. And could you imagine how things would be if I was 7 years into my YouTube channel, 7 years into my course building, 7 years into building my blog, my brand, my way of helping people, how many people I could have helped and how many things I could have changed for myself and everybody else? That's got to be worth thinking about, right? Another question to ask you is, and this is kind of a similar thing. If you wanted to go somewhere and actually get there, imagine though you were completely broke and you had no money and you wanted to get to, I don't know, New York. Hell, I don't know, you want to walk around the world. If you sit in the same spot, waiting until you have the right amount of money, trying to save up, trying to do what you got to do, I can definitely tell you that you are not going to go anywhere. But if you open your door and take the first steps today, you'll get somewhere by the end of the day. You'll get somewhere else by the end of tomorrow. Who knows how long it will take you. But if you continue to take action and continue to do something each day you'll get somewhere, and every day will be different, exciting, maybe or maybe not. But the result will be there. I mean, you're going to get somewhere. You're not going to just sit there waiting forever for nothing to happen, which so many people do. Literally, the people that I grew up with in the island I grew up on have only ever been on vacations and gone back to where they lived. They have the same jobs. They have the same kind of things. Maybe they've had some kids or stuff like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. You can do that. But to compare that to my situation, where I had a dead-end job, dead-end life in the middle of nowhere, but I've been a pro skater. I've been all over the world. I've done stunt work. I've been on TV. I've skated in front of thousands of people. I used to be sponsored by Red Bull and Circa and multiple shoe companies and all sorts of different things. Since then, I've also at one point started a company from the change on my bedroom floor, which I built up into a $300,000 a year company that I ran for 8 years and had the best time of my life. I met thousands of people I never would have met and brought happiness into lots of people's lives by providing them something that was awesome and fun for them. I've had a sales career where, when I started out, I was earning, 10, 20, 30 grand a year. And, right now I earn 6 figures doing that. And I could go on and on and on and on about the things that, not because I'm trying to show off, not because I'm trying to show you something that, to me, I think I'm so amazing. No, what I'm trying to tell you is I took the first step many times and just sat there and got on with it and didn't know what the results would be. But I can definitely tell you where I'd be right now if I'd stayed where I was before. I would be in construction, I would be a laborer, and I would still be on the island I grew up on. And I'd probably either have a massive beer gut, maybe I might have a family, and I'd be really, really poor because that's what I always could have been. There was nothing there for me. My point is, do you want to continue where you are, stay where you are, be where you are, and never get anywhere? That's easy. Anyone can do that. And that's why there's a fear. That's why because you're scared of a challenge. You don't want to jump off a top dive-in board. You don't want to do those things because the fear is going to stop you, when the real fear needs to be of staying in the same place. 2 or 3 days ago, I decided enough's enough. I'm no longer going to pre-crastinate. I'm no longer going to just write down what I'm going to do. I'm going to take action and film a video every day this week. I have no idea what they're going to be about. Again, really, this isn't perhaps about producing good content. Really, it's more just about doing this with you. And hopefully, I hope you can sense that this is just something I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm really doing it for me, to get me out of my shell, get me out there so I can just start to do this more often and then get those courses and videos shot so I can actually do the things I set out to do 7 years ago that I should have done back then. At this point, I guess I'm done. If anybody even watches this video, I do appreciate you. if anyone gets anything out of this video and it's value to you, I swear, if you could comment and just tell me that it was useful to you, that would make my day. If you were to subscribe to the channel, and maybe, people are looking back on this in 10 years' time and thinking, wow, what a douchebag this guy used to be. Anyway, if you like me or you like what I'm doing, you could subscribe. If you could hit me with a comment, maybe you can see how nervous and weird this feels to me. Anything positive would be great. Hell, anything negative would be good. Even if you could do that, I don't even care. Go ahead. Do whatever you want. This is just my day one, and I'm sharing with you. And I hope you get something out of it, because I did.